Now it's time to link these pages together now that they're all created. So to do this, we're going to put it into our nav, which is this blue section over here. So in my coding, I'm going to go ahead and go down to my nav, and I'm going to delete the little information in there. That's the text that I don't need. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit enter so I'm indented inward in the nav so I can see that these links are inside the nav pretty quickly and easily. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make it say some words, right? So I want to say like homepage. Then I want to go ahead and hit enter, and I'm going to put favorite food, and then hit enter and put least favorite food. So with this, you can see the enters aren't working as we know, because that's not how coding works. Enter doesn't mean enter. So I'm going to go to the end of homepage, and I'm going to put a break, which again is a standalone tag because it just exists just like an image. So it has that backslash in the middle of it or before the end of it because that's a standalone. And I'm going to copy that and put that after favorite food as well. So it puts them onto 3 separate lines, adding that line break in between. All right. Next piece, I got to link them, right? So I'm going to take this text and I'm going to make it a link. We've worked with links a little bit. And when I say link, I mean like a hyperlink to the page. So we're not going to use a link tag like we did up here in line 6, where we're linking to an actual specific type of file or instance. Instead, we're linking to a home page, and we want this to be something that the user can actually click. So when we want it to be something that the user can click, we're using an anchor tag. So at the beginning of homepage, I'm going to put an A tag, and then you're going to see that Dreamweaver is going to automatically try and close it. I'm going to move the closing to the end of the words homepage, which will then make it a link. I haven't told it where to go yet, but I'll get there in just a moment. I'm then going to do the same thing for at the beginning. Before I go to favorite food and least favorite food, I'm going to add something in here of a attribute because I got to tell it where to go of href equals and then open quotation marks. Inside the quotation marks, we're going to tell the href where to go. Now, we're currently editing the homepage. We're on homepage, but we're still going to link the words homepage to this page, and it'll just be like a circling link that takes you back. But the question is, what are we actually linking to, right? Usually we linked to a full website. So we would type in like http://www.google.com, right? We would put that whole thing in there. But we're not linking to a page anymore. We're not linking to a website on the web that the user is going to. Not with this link. This link, we're linking to a file on our computer. And the computer is going to go look for that file based on where it's linking from. So we need to put the file name here inside the quotation marks instead. So what is the file name of the homepage? Well, it's index.html. And that's what we want inside that href. We're then going to take that whole opening a href, copy it, and I'm going to paste it in the beginning of favorite food and least favorite food. And then I'm going to go to the end of favorite food and I'm going to close the A, go to the end of the least favorite food, and I'm going to close the A. This will turn all 3 into links. However, I don't want them all linking to the homepage. Favorite food, I would like to link to a different HTML file. What is the name of that file? Well, I can look up here where I created the file, and it's fave_food. So I'm going to go ahead and put fave_food, and you'll see Dreamweaver will start implementing its way of predicting the text that I want to use because it's looking at the files. And I think this is very important because if we look at our foods website, what's happening is the computer saying, okay, well, you're currently editing the index file. Let's look around the index file and let's see what's available to link to. We could link to the favorite food. We could link to the food style sheet. We could link to least favorite food. We could link to inside the assets or inside the not for web folder. So we can go into any of these places. And I think this is important because we put these files next to each other. The computer doesn't need to go into a folder to find it. It's just able to look right next to it and see favefood.html. Same thing here for index. I'm going to change this to least_fave_food.html. And now they're all 3 linking to the same location. I've made some changes, so I'm going to save this. And then what I highly suggest you do is instead of previewing it in this live view up here and clicking these links, you open up your web page inside a browser. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my index inside Google Chrome so I can view it. You'll see that I recently can see what it's going to look like, for visited versus not visited. And when I click homepage, it literally just refreshes this page because it's taking me to the same location. When I click favorite food, it's going to take me to the favorite food page. But notice the navigation is gone. Why is that?